Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here. Welcome to my calm and steady channel. This channel is going to be real, not polished, not filtered, but real conversations about addiction, trauma, recovery and relationships, and how we actually navigate it without actually losing ourselves, which is really important. Tonight, I want to talk about something very personal to me. It's taken a huge chunk of my life, and that's gambling. I gambled for nearly 30 years, a very long time, and I've been in recovery for over 6 years now. And I lost an awful lot. I lost relationships, marriages, time with my kids, trust, and also pieces of my identity. You see, gambling doesn't just take money, it takes who you are as a person. And as gamblers, we all know we lie, we cheat, we manipulate situations, we create stories that sound believable, even to ourselves. And I know this. How? Because I've lived it. I lied to my parents, my partners, my friends, my employers. But worst of all, I lied to myself. You see, you become an expert at excuses. You say to yourself, next one to fix it. You know, I've got it under control. I really have. I'll stop after this, you know. I just need one more win. You build a second life, and the scary thing is you start believing it. But here's the part people don't understand, and that is gambling rarely is about money. It's actually about pain. It's about escape. It's about trauma, whether that's childhood stuff, rejection, loss, shame, anxiety, whatever it is. You don't gamble because you love betting. You gamble because it numbs something inside. I was 14 when I started gambling, and I started on the slot machines, the flashing lights, the noise, the focus. And for the first time in my life, my mind went quiet. And that silence, that narrowing of focus, that's what I was addicted to. Not the winning, but the silence. And when you discover something that can switch off pain that quickly, you keep going back. You know, at first it's occasional, then it becomes like a ritual. It becomes daily, and it also just becomes your overall coping mechanism. You know, gambling is a silent killer. You can't smell it on your breath. You don't see physical marks. There's no obvious signs. But it does destroy lives just as deeply as drugs and alcohol. When I walked into Gamblers Anonymous, I was so embarrassed, I was ashamed. A grown man saying, my name's Craig and I'm a compulsive gambler. I didn't want to be that person. But then you sit there and you hear the other men speak. Their different backgrounds, different jobs, different lives. Same story, same lies, same shame, same pain. And I think that's when something inside me shifted. I wasn't uniquely broken. And guess what? Neither are you. If you are watching this and you are struggling, you're not isolated. You're not weak. You're not the only one sitting in your car outside a betting shop trying to decide whether to go in or not. And you're not the only one waking up at 3 a.m. refreshing your apps and admitting there's a problem. That's strength. It takes courage to say, I need help. Recovery doesn't mean the addiction completely disappears, because it doesn't. It means you learn to sit with discomfort instead of escaping it. Pain will still come. Rejection will still happen. Life will still hurt. But pain passes. You don't have to burn your life down every time you feel it. And that's what I had to learn. I lost more than I ever imagined I could ever lose. But you know what? I'm still here. I'm still steady. And that matters. I recently wrote a book called Losing Everything, Finding Yourself, which is just behind me here. Because that's what addiction does. You lose identity. You become someone who hides, someone who manipulates, someone who lives two lives. Recovery is about becoming real again. It's not about looking in the mirror and not flinching. It's about stability. And stability doesn't look exciting. It looks ordinary. It looks like waking up without dread. It looks like making tea and not checking betting odds. It looks like going to a meeting instead of running. I believe ordinary is powerful. Because for years, I thought ordinary was or meant boring. Now I know ordinary means being safe. Now, if I can save someone 5 years, 10 years from what I went through, then that's a legacy worth living. I'm 50 now. I've lost a lot of years. But if I can help someone else not lose theirs, that's enough for me. So if you are struggling out there, please reach out. Go to GA. Call someone. Tell the truth once. Just break that cycle. You're worth more than the habit that's controlling you. You really are. I love you all, truly. Take care of yourselves, please. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.